Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate. Well, hello, everybody. This is Tanya Lee from Harmonia, and we are here for all signs next day for next 7 days of what's going to be happening for our all signs. If you guys are watching me live, let me know that you are here on this Sunday. Or otherwise, if you're watching the replay, just say you're catching the replay. Let me know. All right, guys, we have a giveaway. For those who are Harmonia Friends Club members, the March giveaway, the winner, the people who entered this giveaway in Harmonia Friends Club, well, we're going to see who the winner is at the end of this live. So make sure you guys tune in or at least come back. But I'm really excited to see who's going to be winning this book giveaway. It's not just a really cool custom book sleeve here that we're seeing on screen. The picture doesn't do it justice. I will tell you that much. The picture does not do it justice. It's an awesome, cool size book sleeve. And it's not just for a book. You can fit probably a mid-sized reader in here and a smaller iPad if you're a digital reader, but it has some really cool pockets. And of course, it's got a really cool hardcover book, which I find a classic, and a classic that everybody should have on their bookshelf, The Alchemist, because it's not just an amazing story. It's a story really on self-love and self-growth and development. And it's probably the most quoted out book. But I just absolutely love the book. And I made this entire giveaway an experience. So it's not just the book, it's not the sleeve. There's some goodies in here in the sleeves, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a surprise. It's for whoever wins it. Oh, look, my moderators are on. Even my new moderator who probably doesn't know and just found out that they're a moderator now. Let's welcome Papa Wheelies now as our moderator. He's probably like, what do I get for this dope job? You get lots of appreciation. Yeah, we got Star here too. Little sidekick there, Nancy. Hi, guys. Thank you guys for being here. All right, you guys know the deal. Sharing is caring. I'm not just on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch. I'm also on Facebook. So don't be shy. Say hello. I see a lot of my YouTube buddies here, but I haven't seen anybody on Facebook yet to let me know that they're watching. But we're going to get started here to see what's in store for the next 7 days. And for those of you guys who joined my live yesterday afternoon, I just want to say thank you. It was my biggest turnout and an unexpected turnout in a huge way. Because I was supposed to go live Friday, but I was having internet issues. And well, lo and behold, I had to go on Saturday afternoon. And the rescheduling actually worked out for its benefit because it was the most viewed all signs reading for the person on your mind. So if you haven't watched that yet and you are looking for some love insight on a specific person on your mind, there may be readings over there. So make sure you catch the replay for that. But let's see collectively what's in store for us for the next 7 days. So the decks we are using today, we're going to continue to use the Divine Angel. That's the number deck because I like to see how the numbers play about. And I actually have I have a really cool numerology deck that I'm still playing with and I'm still learning. And I've done a couple of readings over at Harmonia Friends Club. They're going to actually be part of the mid-month readings, which is going to be released next week. But the other decks I'll be using this afternoon is the Poe Tarot, which is I love this deck. If you guys are an Edgar Allan Poe fan, highly recommend this deck. I have a couple of different Poe decks. This one is probably my favorite. Trisha, my gosh, you did an amazing job on this. And I can even tell you the love that not only went to the artwork, but on the quotes and pulling out the right history. There's history in here, but I mean, this book was fabulous. So we may be referencing the book itself because she's got some really cool stuff in there. And then another deck that I'm going to be using today, and this deck is a little bit of a darker deck. It's called the Dark Reflections Tarot deck. And for those of you who are new to my channel, you also know my nickname is the Shadow Priestess because I do a lot of shadow work. So all the subconsciousness, the reprogramming. So sometimes these readings can be triggering, but in a healing way. So we're going to be using the Shadow deck. It's a beautiful deck, but the reversals are going to be a little bit different today. So when we see the reversals, it might actually be a good thing because it's showing you what you've pushed forward. It's showing you what you're working on because it's a shadow deck. So not everything is as it seems. And so that's going to be playing out into the readings as well. All right. You guys ready? Everybody share? Everybody happy? All right. Let's see what the collective energy is. Let's call in our guide, shall we? Our guides, our angels, our ancestors, and our ascended masters, spirit. What divine number is going to be with us in the next 7 days? What do we need to be on the lookout in the next 7 days? Ooh. You are presented here with 210 with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets, collective, and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. I just made a new word, openism. But 210, you may see this number, but when I look at all of this together, it comes to a 3, which is growth. There's an opportunity for immense growth in the next 7 days. I like that it says starting over because to me, the optimism, when we think of starting over, what card do we think of? We think of the Fool, right? And so there's something here that is part of the collective energy here. And sometimes our challenge is that. So we're going to look at what our strength is for the next 7 days and also the challenge. But let's look at our strength first with using the Poe deck. Once I see where I put it. Oh, here we go. Spirit, what is our strength? And these are going to play off for each individual signs too. No reversals yet. What is our strength for the next 7 days? Page of Wells, which is the Page of Cups. Oh, that, my young life, was a lasting dream. There's a new opportunity here. This is your strength here, is to go after your dreams. And there's something here where I feel, well, that's a little Pluto the cat here from the black cat, but I feel that there are some fears here that are behind you, not necessarily in front of you. Almost like, well, I can't be bothered by this, or is this an opportunity to make this all go away? You know what they're showing me? Monsters, Inc. Do you guys remember the movie Monsters, Inc., where you have all those bad dreams and then the monster, and I don't remember the monster's name, but like there's structure there with this new beginning. And there's something here that isn't as scary as it used to be. You're using your fears as kind of a playful imaginary friend to get through something. You're working it out. And some of those fears come embrace of our ego. So I do feel like your strength right now is to be very optimistic about being open to receiving. And some of you, it's receiving some kind of news. Let's see what the challenge is. What is the challenge here for my signs this week? Of course, if this plays out also in the cards, it's just extra validation. Your challenge, ooh, look at all of those options. Which way to go? And have I not told you that what you mistake for madness is but over acuteness of the sense? Now, the challenge here we may feel a little bit overwhelmed and, well, what have I gotten myself to? Overthinking, but there's also something here of confusion. It's almost like I'm over my head. I'm like, I don't know if I can get this done. So there's something here where you may be a little bit overwhelmed. They love to make me add. So when you think of the 8 of Wells, or in this case, the 8 of Cups, the things that no longer serve you, are you going to let that stop you from trying something new? Trying something new. Hi, Heidi. Welcome. Openism. Yeah. Apparently, I created a new word. All right. So we're going to start off here with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Happy birthday out there to the Pisces, by the way. And we're going to work our way down. As always, we always have a bonus at the end of this too. So make sure you guys are checking. Now on YouTube, if you just join in, you can scroll back. If you're on Facebook or the other places, you can't scroll back until the live is done. You can always just switch on over to YouTube. Come on over here. Most of the party is over on YouTube to begin with. People usually jump on over there because not everybody likes to stay for the entire thing, and that's up to you. But let's get started here with Pisces. Hi, Meredith. Your hearts aren't hearting. Oh, it's okay. Come over to YouTube. Facebook is just not very happy with StreamYard. All right. Remember, I'm using reversals a little bit different. This is about what you're overcoming. Okay. What you're overcoming. But let's see what's ahead for you, Pisces, this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Pisces. The 7 of Wands. Ooh, you are fed up. You are fed up of somebody's bullshit. Ooh. But you know what? It's funny because this card, it says the star, but to me, the text looks like the scar. And there is a scar here. Okay. This is not something that was easy to do for you, or at least what's coming up for you, Pisces, the next 7 days. I think there are certain individuals and a specific person here, Pisces, that you've had enough of. You are willing to not go with the crowd. You see all the crowd behind you? It's like, I had enough of this BS. This is ridiculous. I'm not buying that. And there's something about a crowd or a group that is looking on a particular person, and you know this person cries wolf, Pisces. You know they do. In fact, they will do everything they can to just get some kind of elixir here to save them from this. And there's something about how they put themselves on display in the next 7 days that you may feel, I have lost entire hope of actually understanding this individual. Now, here's the thing. Before, I think you were part of this crowd. You helped a lot this individual, okay? But it was to what point? To the point where you had absolutely nothing, right? You don't want to leave yourself where you're scarred. But I feel for a lot of you, there was fear here of how this person presented themselves, because it's like you gave them an opportunity. I feel like there's always a start over here or to get them ahead. And at the same time, they didn't use that start over to get ahead. They used themselves to put themselves more in a hole. Now, whether this is financially trying to take from you, I feel a lot of it is emotional or more of an energy vampire. But this is an individual here who goes out of their way to make it look like how hurt they are, how victim they are to their situation. And, you know, you're just not buying it. I just don't see this Pisces buying it. You're like, yeah, that's sad. But I'm not going to sit here and watch this person do that. There's a part of you that looks at this person and shakes your head because you may see yourself in this person too. There may have been parts where you looked at yourself and went, that's so cringeworthy. I can't believe I did that. But you've learned some really harsh lessons. You've learned some harsh lessons here. Okay, you went from student to teacher here. Now we got Taurus energy here, Pisces. So this is something regarding your commitment. And also for some of you to say, like, is this person ever going to grow up? You know, like how fully committed are they? Because I don't believe in the commitment. What I do see is that you are committed to relationships that do work for you. Yeah. Because what you're seeing here makes you sick to your stomach. Now we got strength. All right. I feel like this individual is going really, really low at this point just to try to get their point across of needing help or playing victim. And it's just like, I can't even watch this anymore and what you're doing. So this person is definitely trying to lunge, may even try to blame you or make you give you a guilt trip of some sort. But here's the thing, Pisces, because this is the next 7 days. You have given so much to this individual. And there's going to be a point here where it's like, listen, whatever I gave you was a gift, but also you can't keep taking other gifts from other individuals, because I feel like this person is consistently getting, quote, free drinks. And it may be that, right, where they don't have money at the table. And you know how they put a glass usually let you know that somebody bought you a drink. This person has been bought through life enough. And there's just something here where it's based on conditions, and you're seeing that it's not somebody here who's the cup is filled and you're going, this is unconditional love. This is you going, enough. I don't need to keep feeding into this. What's the advice here under the deck for you? 5 of Candles. We tremble with the violence of the conflict within us, of the definite with the infinite, of the substance with the shadow. But if the contest has proceeded thus far, it is the shadow which prevails. We struggle in vain. We struggle in vain. This person has to learn their own lessons. And so you're not going to sit around and watch this person do so. They may try to blame you, but I feel the thing here with the 2 of Wells is to say, okay, well, I see you, but it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be in the same pot. Okay. You got your own cup and I got mine. And right now mine's all over the place. So you're really looking for relationships that can connect to and make you feel safe and valued and appreciative and not taken advantage of. That's what we have here for Pisces. We're going to move on to Aries next. Aries is up. Oh, yeah. The winner is going to be announced. Meredith, the winner is going to be announced after the live. So you got a little bit. About an hour. We're going to go through these first. Yeah. Let's see what's going on for Aries. Aries is up. One more shuffle here. All right, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder, because we're using a shadow deck, the reversals are more about what you've overcome. But let's see what's in store for you in the next 7 days. Aries, the Knight of Wands. What you going after? A new start. But you're not new to this rodeo. No, you're not. King of Wands, you're not new to this rodeo. You've seen this play out before, haven't you? There you are. There you are. Look at that list. Look at that list. It's like you see that and you're like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm not new to this. There's definitely a lot of confidence here, but you're looking to get something. It's like an in and out. Like I feel like you're very strategic, but it's like, let's just get this over with. Let's just get this done with. The energy I'm feeling for this Aries this week. Oh, look at this. Let's just finish this. Now you're putting up a wall of some sort, but you're showcasing here. So you're on guard. You're definitely have some new, I don't know. I mean, you're definitely not on your own. I feel very much like a soldier here. This could be work related, but you're on guard. No one is going to breach this wall. Not this week. Not on Aries watch. Aries is like, listen, I know exactly what these people are up to, what this person's up to, what this place is up to. This is not a new strategy for me. I got this. In fact, let me show up. I feel like, Aries, you're kind of doing an intimidation thing by showing up at a particular place. It's almost like an entryway, where an individual isn't anticipating you to be there because you're a king. And so a king doesn't need to be there. But there's just something here about your presence and this wanting to nip this, wanting to get rid of this. It's like, no, we're getting rid of this. Let's see what this is about. Aries. Ooh, we're ending this today. We are ending this today. Scorpio energy. Okay. Now, the presence of you also means to this, whether it's a particular person or this group, that you mean business. And you aren't here to change a person's mind. You're here to showcase the strength of this wall, this boundary. Ooh, look at that. We got the 7 of Cups here twice. Clear. You don't belong here. This is not your business. I feel like you're telling a person here to either turn around, or it's time to leave, or it's time to go. Because somebody here is trying to get their hands on something that Aries has, or Aries is in charge of. So I feel like it's like, let's just end this. You're not welcomed here. Okay. So there's something here about not being welcomed, or having it could be an unwelcome guest as well. You're going to be fine with this because your presence alone, or if an individual finds out that you are showing up to this location, whether it's a party, whether it's an event, whether it's something work related, they're going to have enough not to disrespect you, because they're just going to see the presence of you and they're probably not even going to show up. But there's something news about you knowing that this person is going to show up at a specific place. What is the advice here that we have for Aries underneath the deck here? No reversals on these. We have the Fool. Oh my gosh, look at you. Yeah. Nobody's going to fool this Aries this week. Now, what's interesting is we got little Pluto the cat here, okay? Wasn't that great with that cat, if you remember that story in Edgar Allan Poe? The cat was kind of tortured, but he played off that it was his nice cat, and then all of a sudden he got, confused with thinking there was a cat in the walls. But the cat kept coming back, and there's just something here where it's like, listen, I know what tricks you're up to. You're not going to fool me. So you are very optimistic, and you're putting things in writing. I like this. I like that. I like that you got the Raven. Some of you may be really into that poem, The Raven, but it says, the true genius shudders at incompleteness, imperfection, and usually prefers silence to saying something which is not everything that should be said. You know what? I don't even feel like you're saying anything. It's the way you show up in the next 7 days. Your presence is going to keep somebody away. And it's going to add some kind of protection, or it may protect another individual, may protect, a situation. But you have someone here who's not going to try to draw the line here with Aries. They just know they're not going to do it. So there's a lot of fear here with this Aries, but you have faced this fear before. So this is something here where it feels old school to you. All right. That's what I have for Aries. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. What's up for Taurus? Oh, you forgot about the giveaway. How did you forget about the giveaway? You entered it, didn't you? I thought you did. Taurus. Who's got Taurus in their chart? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Taurus. Reminder, reversals for this reading is what you've overcome. We're using a darker deck. Taurus, what's up for you? You've overcome that. The Hermit here. You've been through it. You have been through it. This Taurus has been through it. You are starting over. And it may feel like you're not over it, but I told you there is going to be something here. So listen, I do feel this Hermit energy here, even though it's Virgo, that there's something here that you have been isolating yourself to get over. Maybe you're trying to get over a specific person. Maybe you're trying to get over a specific situation, but I feel very alone. I feel like I don't want to be bothered by individuals, but it's interesting because it's usually like a light here and I see the light in the eyes. So there's something here with the red, the anger. This is a Taurus here who got very reclusive. Their heart got very closed because they were hurt. And this wasn't just any kind of regular pain. This is a pain here that you don't know if you ever heal from this, but you wear it definitely like a wound. A scar. Now, this card is not meant to be taken reversal because these are two different. There's another card. There's a light card and there's a shadow card here. But I do see this as overcoming because you're seeing the light of a situation. I feel like you're seeing something for what it is, or you're seeing a person for who they are. Now, this card has to do, and I love the torch. And it's interesting. I drew this card earlier and I was at the point here where I was looking at my altar and I have Hecate on my altar and she holds a torch. So there's something here. When I think of the torch, I also think of the Ace of Wands. This is about whatever actions now you have the light of the situation. You have burned through some of those things and you're ready to be driven. Now, some of this driven or light that you have is anger. But we can channel anger and we can use it for our benefit too. Remember, this is stuff that you have been overcoming. And so I feel like you're ready to come out of the dark. Yeah, it hasn't been easy. You feel like you don't have the right tools. Some of you are like, look at my ship. Look at my boat. It's all cracked. Like, how the hell am I going to get out of this? But this has left a mark for you to look at how far you've come. And that's what you're looking at in the next 7 days. It's like, look what I just went through. Like, holy crap, I went through that. I can't believe I made it out of there. You did. You made it out of there. Some of you are like, I can't believe I'm alive, but it's like, it was a pretty rough storm. And so I feel there's this area here for this Taurus who's just kind of evaluating this week. Holy crap. That was rough. That was rough. Now, what you overcome here with the Ace of Cups being reversed, because I said the reversals are what you overcome. This is a shadow deck. Notice that's not upright when it's upright. This is because now you're ready to open up and you're ready to receive. That is that Page of Wells. There is an opportunity here, and I feel like the help is going to come in a very unexpected way. Whether this is meeting somebody new, whether this is someone inviting you out, whether this is someone just checking on you and saying hello, or, I appreciate you. But it's something that you're just going to see the light of it. You're going to realize you've shifted. There's a shift here. You're out of that storm. The cup's not full yet, but that's where it's like, oh, is it going to rain? So I'm a little thirsty. I'm a little thirsty. And Spirit's saying, oh yeah, because the opportunity you're going to get in the next 7 days is actually one that can grow. It can be attainable. It's going to make that cup freaking overflow. This is an amazing reading for Taurus. I'm telling you, be open to meeting new individuals, taking those invites, even if this isn't romantic, even if this isn't relationship, this is about just being open to receive, because this next opportunity, this is going to be assistance that you have been praying for. All right. Let's see what's underneath the deck here using the Edgar Allan Poe. Look at this. I told you. Look at this. Be open. The Lovers. And so all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life, and my bride. This is somebody who chooses you and sees you, the value in you. 9 of Candles. I stand amid the roar of a surf-tormented shore. Look at that shore. And I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. The golden sand, all that has crumbled, this is something here you're going to be able to hold on to. You have had your heart guarded and wounded, and a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of anger because things didn't go and pan out the way. And some of you are like, I can't believe I've got to start over again. But there's something about this week where you're like, oh, here again, I'm going to try again. And just by you stating that, just by you having the intention of this, well, let's see how far we get on this. You're going to get that assistance. It's going to come in like a storm, but a different storm, because it's not going to be murky. It's going to be light, and it's going to be something tangible that you can hold and receive. That's what I got for Taurus. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. Gemini is up next. Meredith is on Facebook. Meredith is probably the only one on Facebook. I think everybody else is on YouTube and Twitch. Well, everybody's saying hello. You got Nancy, you got Star saying hello. You got me saying hello to you. I can see all the comments. Sometimes Nancy goes back and forth, but it's been so quiet on Facebook. I've been trying to get my notifications out too. It's just Facebook has been very wonky with using StreamYard. It's not pushing like it used to. Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini. Reminder, reversals are what you've overcome. We're using a shadow deck, so it's going to be a little bit different. But let's see what is ahead for you, Gemini, the next 7 days. The Tower. I will be honest, this is probably the most graceful Tower card I've ever seen. It's like, thank goodness we're out of that. Just very different. They don't look too sad. It's like they got out of the Hangman. Were you expecting this? Oh, yeah, you were expecting this. You had no more to give into this. Yeah, 4 of Wands. Doors are closed. Now, some of you, closed opportunity. I don't want to say this is a job saying it's done, but you know something's over. There's somebody here where it's like, yeah, we're not allowed back in. Yeah, like something is closed this week. You already have felt this coming. It's been uncomfortable for quite some time for my gems. But I do feel emotionally like, ooh, like so glad because I had nothing left to give to that. Nothing left to give to that. And you know what? If they don't want me, then I'm okay with it. Rejection is what? What is it, guys? Protection. And I feel like it's not just you who's out. So it could be another individual with you by your side who's also been cut out. But you aren't alone in this cutoff. You aren't. Now, some of that is because you got a family there with you and you're like, I can't believe you just went through that. And if this is a relationship that has been on the pits, you have family here who's like, well, guess we know how they truly feel. I guess they know. Rejection is protection. Sure is. What's going on in that tower? Yeah. You're like, this was burning a long time ago. I can't believe it lasted as long as it did. Was this like Titanic? It's like you knew it was going down, but it's like, whoever lit this with intention. No intention of caring about anybody in that tower. That's the part that really makes you, ugh. Oh yeah, Page of Wands. Yeah. This situation was not only ready to crumble or to burn in this case, it was obviously going, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that going. I'm so glad I'm out of that. I'm so glad it crumbled. I'm so glad they finally just said enough is enough. I'm just whatever. But there's something here where you've already have thought about starting over. You've already, the challenges here is like, I think you were waiting for something to fall or be official. Maybe it's the official here to see, okay, now what's my next move? But there is a particular move that you haven't quite grasped yet. But you're like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to do it now. Yeah. Because whatever was being offered to you before, this person was being selfish. Okay. Very immature. They could have given two shits. There's that fish. Look, the fish is eaten. This person here was draining, or the situation was draining, or this job was draining. Whatever it was like, how could they live off of that? They were just living off scraps. Of course, there was nowhere to go. But I feel like this energy of shaking my head and just going, whoo, I'm out of there. Like there's not anything that you're going to try to prove or do anything. It's just, as Meredith said, observing. You do have a new opportunity here. You realize this is out. It's not one that you're going to take back anyway. I don't see you taking it back. No, let's split the deck here. We're going to do a little bit differently. 3 of Candles here is now going to a new environment. Now, this is interesting because it says, I can conceive nothing more subliminating than the strange peril and novelty of this adventure, such as this. May God grant that we succeed. Now, you know that what's ahead is not going to be an easy adventure. Now, this is great because when I split the deck, we got the Lovers again, which is a choice. There's a new opportunity here, one that will see you face to face of value. And that's something here which was going to be a day and night difference in comparison to where you are before. You are about to embrace a new opportunity, a relationship here that sees and values you. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's not a hop, skip, and away. It's something here where you know that you have to make this move of letting this go, and you're okay with it. It's this rejection is like, you're rolling it off. So you got some time to come, but it's coming for you, Gemini. All right, let's see what's going on here for Cancer. Hello, Diana. Welcome. You're moving to where you belong. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we don't realize those stepping stones that we have where we think it's the right direction or we stay in too long was actually where we needed to be at the time. So everything plays out or has its reasoning. And you may have not been ready to leave it at that time, but by this scenario being finalized on the other end, it's really proven to you that you gave it your all, if that makes sense. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder, Cancer, we're using reversals a little differently today, just for today, okay? This is a shadow deck. If they come out reverse, it's something that you have overcome, which is great, okay? If it's upright, it's just still talking about what's ahead. Here we go. Ooh, you've been through it. 6 of Swords, but you've overcome it. We're going to look at that in a sec. The artwork's very different on these cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. Opportunity for you. Oh, you got the 7 of Cups twice here. Null and void. New start. Wiping off everything off the table. Brand spanking new. Completely blank slate. I just heard, Cancer, this week is a blank slate. You have to treat everything as brand new. Now, we just looked at this boat in another reading. It doesn't look that great. The 6 of Swords, I always say, is never a comfortable card at all. But this, when I say reversal, is when you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like something's sinking. This is someone here who's going to go, why am I using this freaking boat? Why am I not just getting off this freaking boat? And you're going to go on land. Okay, there's something about landing on your feet. It's like, let me get a higher perspective. You got some here. Maybe you need to go up there. Maybe you look at another path. But whatever it is, there's a new pathway. And you see a gate. Is it open? Like the Ace of Pentacles, how it typically is open? No, it's closed right now. But you see something with a new perspective. And this is going to come out in the most bizarrest way for you. But it's going to make you realize look at these cards, like they line up together. Isn't that interesting? Okay. All of the options that you were trying to make something fit or to work, you're realizing, yeah, nope, illusions. Clarity as can be now. I don't want any of those options. I'm trying something brand spanking new. Brand spanking new. All of these ideas, this is something here where, like, this is a new idea. This is something new, because there's a new obstacle here that you're looking at and you're like, well, it's one thing if it's trying to go to the boat, but I got to look at different obstacles here as into how do I get through this gate? We're going to see what that is. Look at this. See, some of you I feel like a fool. I kept trying, and we have the full energy here, but it's reversed, okay? You kept trying taking risk on a situation that was broken, or I just heard just broke, okay? And trying to fix it. It's like, well, I got to keep moving, kind of keep doing it this way. And you're like, why is this filling up with water? And you're like, what am I doing? I got to get up higher. I got to see what else is out there. Maybe this isn't the direction I'm supposed to be going. Instead of trying to force something to keep going this particular way and trying to see what other options are going. But there's something about your motives that you're looking at differently in the next 7 days. I like this for Cancer. I do. Yeah. Now, we got the Six of Pentacles here with that. Seven of Pentacles, okay? Breaking new ground. You're not there alone. There's other people at this gate too who are kind of looking at it. Two heads are better than one. This could also be a partnership. Okay, think of it this way. There's other individuals who have said, oh, I've tried it this way, I've tried it this way, but there's something here about, hey, I have an idea. And this person's like, well, let me see if I can build off your idea. So what are you doing now? You're working together. You're building something together. Whereas before, I feel like whatever you were on, whoever you were carrying before, had this anticipation for you to fix something. Now, some of you, that could have just been an old version of you, but there's just something here that felt broken, okay? Two of Swords. Now, is it going to allow you to get through the gates this week? No. But this is a card here. When you hit this crossroads, when you see that that ship has sunk, you're on different terrain. You're on different ground. You're not really ready to make a move right now, but it's because there's relationships here that you're trying to get information. You're trying to build a plan with. This is a lot of strategy happening for Cancer this week. You're getting out of something here. You're working together with either a specific person or a group. Let's split the deck here. Look at this. We have the Queen of Quills. Look out for the air sign here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This person is all business, all business. Words have no power to impress the mind without the inquisitive horror of the reality. So this is a person here who's going to give you straightforward advice, all right? And going to give you a harsh reality. But here's the thing. It's going to give you clarity. It's going to go, well, I don't want to quit on that. Let me see what we can do on there. And this person here is going to illuminate something to an idea that is a new to you. So this is an epiphany moment. This relationship or this working together is actually going to be pretty impressive. It's going to keep you out of something that before. So this is going to make you happier. Is it going to allow you to do something and break through this week? No, I feel like there's something here that you need to hear from this person. This person could be an advisor, an accountant. It could be a business partner. It could be a friend, but it's someone who's very analytical, very honest, very good at communicating, and they're going to tell you exactly why that gate is closed. And but you know, there is an opportunity. So they're going to say something about the opportunity to open the gate. You're going to look at that opportunity to open the gate and go, you know what? I don't have to make it all that bad. It doesn't mean it's the end of the road. It just means it's an end of something else. I have to think differently. I have to look at something differently. There's optimism here. So this person here is going to shine some light on you this week. That's what I got. Let's move on to Leo. Leo is up. Good for you, Diana. I'm glad you're moving forward. It's not easy, but if that reading resonated with you, you got some good things coming your way. Our feisty lions. Yep, our Leos are up. Thanks, guys, for all the love. They were amazing. Thank you. I really like this deck. And I really wanted to do something different today with my reversals and say, let's do things that we overcome because we need to know that. So I was guided to take this direction today. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Here we go, using the Dark Reflections deck. Remember, reversals are used differently. Just for this particular reading, the reversals mean things that you overcome. But let's see what's ahead for you, Leo. 9 of Wands. That looks uncomfortable. Knight of Swords. You're stubborn, aren't you? King of Swords. Could be dealing with a pretty unruly boss or manipulative individual. This person makes you stay in something that's uncomfortable. But I feel like, how do I get out? How the hell do I get out of this? You're guarded, but what are you guarding? Like, this person makes this incredibly uncomfortable for my Leo. Okay. Knight of Swords is this person does not stop. Their words are like fire. Air mixed with fire is a combustion. And it's like, oh my gosh, if I stay in this any longer, I'm going to burn to death in here. Now, here's the thing. These are reversed, which means you're going to overcome this. Key on the string. You see all these keys, options. This person is hoping to corner you to make you feel like you got no more options. Ooh, I don't like that. What's going on here, Leo? The World. Now, there is a reward here, and there's going to be closure here. You can still go back, Esmeralda. Just go back. Just take the banner and go back and just scroll back there. I don't have timestamps up yet, but you're just one behind. You can catch up with us. So we have the World here. You are sticking to your guns. This person is trying to make something incredibly uncomfortable for you. But you already know this is over. Okay. But it's like, woo, what this person says is hot. But whatever they're going, they're trying to go within your temple. But there's something here where I feel like you're going within. There's going to be a change here. You know what it feels like? It feels like this person's trying to burn you, but they don't realize you're the phoenix. So it's like, well, I can combust any second here, so I'm not really trapped, but you have been trying to keep away and out of the presence of an individual who is very nasty with their words. I almost feel like you are like jumping in a bush when you see this person, or closing your door, or, putting your head down, or picking up a phone to make it look like you're busy. So it's like, oh God, here they come. Here they come. Leo. Ooh. Ten of Cups. This is reversed. Here's the thing. The promise that this person has made, not just to you, but for this entire unit, some of you, this is work related. They do not care how they dispose anybody, as long as it makes them look good. This is a person here who doesn't care about their workers, doesn't care really about their family, as long as they look good. It's like, I had to do what I had to do, and I'm building, and I'm keeping something, a roof over a house, I'm running a business. But here's the thing. People are disposable. And you're realizing this. And you're like, I'm not disposable. Oh, no. See, you're looking at something and you have another way out. You have another offer. Now, this offer is coming out. It does feel like it's coming out of nowhere, but I feel like you are now looking at different offers here of going, listen, I stick to my guns, I stick to my boundaries, and I know that I have an offer here. And whatever this person's trying to do, they are trying to scare me to say it's either pulled away, or just disposable of individuals or people. But man, that's the Ace of Pentacles. So something here is going to give you assistance. This could be, you know, getting assistance in money financially. This could be getting assistance on an opportunity for a new job. This could be an assistance in a relationship with a person here who says, hey, I know a better way to do something. But you're not as confined as you think you are. What this person is upset with is the fact that they know that you are about to have a start over, that you were going to try to get out, that you're going to have a reset. So this person is trying to stop the reset, but they don't realize like they can't stop the reset here. No, look at that. 5 of Wands. They can try to burn as much as they want, but there's other people are coming together. Now, some of those other people are other family members, other individuals that this person put out, could even be coworkers. It's like, yeah, no, I got somewhere else. You know, you should go. We're all going there. We're all bailing ship. But whoever this fire monster is, it ain't really fooling you anymore. No. Split the deck here. Strength. This person is fearing their own damage. You know what that main character did to that cat? Murdered that cat. And that cat came back. And it scared the hell out of that individual. Why? Because the 6 of quills here, which is the 6 of swords, is that somebody here was able to get out. I feel a Leo here is getting out, and you're getting assistance here. Someone else is getting out here with you, okay? Whether it's family, whether it's a child, whether it is a colleague or coworker or a friend, this is something here where your beauty and your growth has been evolved. You're not going to let an individual destroy your self-worth. This individual is a big fear monger, and they're actually seeing their own shadow work at play. That's what we got, Leo. Okay. Let's see what's going on for Virgo. Who's liking this deck? This Dark Reflections deck. Really digging it. It's a little, when I first started using it, I was like, ooh, I don't know. This deck looks dark. I don't know if I can go with it, but I think it works for these spreads. You love all the decks. These decks are listed in the details. I have some other decks, but they're more independent ones, and I'll be using them. You bought a few. This is the Dark Reflections deck. It's definitely dark, but if you use it for shadow work and you are okay with how they come out and you use it for something for self-development, you can see how far you've come. That's the way I like to look at it. It just gives you a different take, especially if you're very thorough and you know the structural meaning and you're very familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This deck will like shine a whole different light because you'll see the differences in them. All right, Virgo. Gosh, we got a lot of people on today. Make sure you guys are tapping like, love. Let me know you're here. Maybe people are catching the replay. Maybe it's your first time here, but don't be shy. We're not just on YouTube. We're also on Facebook and Twitch. And we're going to get started here with Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder, we're using the reversals a little bit different. We're using a darker deck. So it's about what you've overcome. Even though it's what's in the next 7 days, it's really when you are listening, when you feel guided to listen to this. So let's see what's ahead for you in the next 7 days for my Virgos. We do. Ooh, this is a card specific for this deck. There's no upright or reversal on it. It's just light. I like this. This reminds me of Hecate. The torch, the crossroads, she is the crossroads. So if you have worked with Hecate, or you're new to her, I suggest you look her up, but she's great to help remove blockages. But just let me pre-warn you, if you work with her, you have to be willing to do the work because she will remove things that no longer keep you stuck in a really, really big way. So be prepared. Be prepared, okay? This is not comfortable work, not for the next 7 days. But here's the thing, it will be a breakthrough. It will be a breakthrough. It's not going to be all for nothing. It's because you did something and you're looking at it and taking accountability. I broke that. I took that opportunity, and because the way I hammered at it, you're taking responsibility on something. Something that maybe you feared before, or you felt stuck before, or maybe you were afraid to make a move. But now it's like, listen, what I put myself into, even if it was doing nothing, it's still doing something. And something here broke. And I feel like you are rolling up your sleeves in the next 7 days and going, oh, I'm going to call in what I got here and look at my shadow self. And instead of blaming myself, pointing the finger at other people, or saying I'm scared of this, it's like, what are we going to do about it, Virgo? And I feel like you're doing that. And it's like, okay, I realize I shattered something and I need to fix something. And it wasn't easy. The star, or I like to call it the scar, okay? The scar. This isn't for nothing. This is some of the things where it's like you look at a rock bottom and you lost faith in something and you feel too vulnerable, and you're looking at it and going, I gave up hope. I lost the faith. But you're overcoming that. Yeah. You were stuck. You weren't letting something. Hi, fire. Welcome. You weren't letting something change. Some of you were afraid of change, or afraid to bring in this new version of you. Some of you are afraid to, even if you let somebody go, it's like truly let them go. But this is something here you can't ignore. And interesting enough, we got the Hierophant here. He's kind of running over. It's like it's breaking all of those belief systems that kept you feeling stuck. And so there are certain things where you are facing that stuckness this week. But also you're looking at how things have broken down. Yep. Now, some of you, by doing this, you're looking at this and going, why am I with these individuals? Why was I with that person in the first place? Why did I listen to those individuals? Why did I follow the flock? See that star? See that star? You lost faith. But this week, you're saying, I ain't following the flock. I know that I can fix something. I know that I have an opportunity here to grow. And so you're willing to do something away from a system. Now, some of you, this is entrepreneurship. Others of you, it's away from a relationship that no longer serves you. But it's like, quit it. Like you just know that you can't play victim to this anymore. It's like, I've lost faith that I had the capability to make this end the way I want to end, but it's not about ending the way that you wanted to end. Sometimes you got to go your own way, and it is a lonelier way, but it's so that you can have the faith and the hope that is instilled within you to come back out again. Because there's something here that is about to break open for you in a really, really beautiful way. I feel it is for Virgo. Let's see what we have here. When we split the deck, no reversals here. There we go. We got strength again. I love it. I love it. And we also have here, we do have the Queen of Quills again. I did shuffle this deck, but this is a different order now. Now we have Leo energy and we have the Queen of Quills. I really feel like, Virgo, this is you. You are cutting things out that no longer serve you. You are facing your fears. You're facing that mirror work. You're pulling in that Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy and taking accountability. So this is you taking stock of what you're doing. And I think that you really are doing. And I love how underneath all of this, we have the 9 of Wells, which I feel like this is where it says it was a voluptuous scene, that masquerade. It was a masquerade. This was something here that you hung on to or kept saying you weren't ready to face. And now you're like, what am I doing? It's just time to go. And so I see you doing that. Let's see what's going on for Libra. Libra is up next. Oh, we have more Facebook people. Hi, Marty. Welcome. Hello, Fire Dove. Welcome. I like your picture. Is that AI art? I love it. All right, Libra. Libra. Here we go. One more shuffles. This deck is a little bit large for my hands, so it takes me a little bit to shuffle these. It's a newer deck, so bear with me. Don't forget, guys, we're halfway through, but we always got to collect a bonus at the end of this as well. So stay tuned. And if you have missed your sign for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, you can just scroll back and go to the banners. I will timestamp everything after the replay. Sorry, Facebook, you won't be able to scroll back until after the live show. You can always jump over to YouTube. Same thing for Twitch. I think you can go over to YouTube and just use the banners there. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You know the drill here. Reversals are now up. Reversals are being used a little bit differently today. We're using a darker deck. The reversals are about what things that you have overcome, and the things that are ahead are the uprights. Here we go. 6 of Cups. Ooh, the High Priestess. The Hangman. You know what, Libra? I feel like this High Priestess energy is more you, and we have a 6 of Cups here about a relationship in the past. Now, notice this is kind of the Ace of Cups card here. You do have somebody here who's hung up on you, okay? Hung up on you. But I feel there's this energy here of you listening to your intuition, you really going within, you trusting the universe here. And there's just somebody here who's very stuck or in the blues. Man, this person's stubborn. They could be a drinker as well. I don't know. I feel like this person's in their cups, but I just feel this energy here. You see how it's a scroll. This is usually the Tour. The Tour is open. So you're doing some really deep dive work here. Okay. I could be dealing with another tarot reader or psychic here, but I feel like this is a person who's very clairvoyant, and there's somebody here who, I mean, that's unconditional love. So they're holding their love back. But there's the zombie-like feeling. It does feel like a zombie here of being stuck in their past. Someone here is wanting to have a start over, but I feel like the start over with you is to just be. Just be. Okay. New perceptions are happening on both sides for sure. Is it comfortable? No, this one doesn't look comfortable at all. All right. I feel like an individual here who tried to prove a point with you, Libra, is starting to feel a little bit like Achilles' heel. Like they're feeling the pain of it. That's what it feels like. Hello, CJ. screwed up. This person here. I feel like this person is, if they're not heavily drinking, this is a person here who's heavily in their emotions, but they also are very reclusive. So it's like, oh, I gotta prove my point. I gotta prove my point. And now they're realizing, oh my God, where's Libra? Where's Libra? Let's see where Libra's at. There's a bridge here over the troubled water. There's a bridge there. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh. The world is a card of travel. God, astral traveling. I just feel like the silence you have has to do with being fully authentically you. You don't have to say much, but there was something here where a person was very specific that if you wanted their love, if you wanted their attention, if you wanted to be a part of their life, and it doesn't have to be romantic, that you would have to show up the stoop and you would have to apologize, or you would have to show up a particular way, but you just went silent. So this is somebody here who went in full created closure, right? Where it's like, I can't go to that level, and I don't see you going to that level. You have faith and trust on whoever the source is to you, whether it's God, the universe. You have faith that, you know, you can be in your lane, do what you got to do, accept an ending for what it is to gain a perception, and that this person's going to have to learn their own perception and take accountability for it. Oh, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for you to see this overcoming. Here it goes. Here's the overcoming. The Three of Pentacles. See, before the two of you, and there might have been another individual here who was watching you, I feel there was a lot of bickering going on. Like bickering going on. And there might have been somebody here who's like, Libra, why are you bickering so much? Like, you obviously, and you know, I have to prove my point. I got to be here. It's like, no, I don't agree with that. Well, what you overcome as a Three of Pentacles is to keep yourself out of the fight. Remove yourself from out of the fight. It's like, why are we fighting about this anyway? We're not proving anything. We're not working together by sitting here arguing about it 24/7. I'm going to clarify who that other individual is who's got their head on there like, what's going on? Who is that other person? Who is that other person? Some of you, it's another person. Others of you, it's your higher self. Ace of Wands here, reverse. This could have been an individual. Okay, so if it's not, there's two ways of seeing this as this person, the one who's scratching their head. Okay, the Ace of Wands is like, this person could easily see that this was a tower, that this was a shit show. But to you had to prove yourself in something, that I have to work together with this individual, or this is my person, or whatever it is. We're just getting through something. We're going through something. But free will is involved here. And so someone might have said to you, it's like, just let them go and then see what happens. Just create space for you, you know. But others of you, this was your higher self saying, honey, let it go. We got through it. And it turns out way better than anticipate. And does it go from runner to chaser? You can do all of that shit. But to me, it's about going both ways, meeting in the middle. And there's somebody here who's not willing to meet in the middle, but man, are they feeling it now? And they're stubborn as hell. And are they over that bridge right now? Not right now. I think this person's in the blues. I think this person is escaping. I think this person is drinking. If they're not drinking, they're smoking. They're doing something. What advice does Spirit have for you? King of Quills. That's you. That's your energy. Okay. But even if you're a Queen of Quills, Libra, this is the masculine energy of somebody who takes actions, who is authentic, who can be very cutting, but you are a person of your word. And think that these weak lines are written by him who, as he pens them, thrills to think his spirit is coming with that of the angels. This person had to have it their way. Had to have it their way. This is about you separating, being at peace, knowing what authentically is yours with those quills. But I feel like it's allowing you to go with the flow. It's allowing you to be more unconditional. It's allowing you not to worry and rest your mind. And Spirit is saying, yeah, you may feel the bumps. You may feel this person in your energy. You could try to do a cord cutting, whatever it is, or you can just wish them well. As Fire Dove Tarot says, I have unconditional love for someone, right? It's just love them anyways. Doesn't mean you got to be with them. Send them love. What they do with it is up to them. Scorpio. Scorpio is up. Hello, CJ. Welcome. Big shout out to my moderators. They put up with a lot, and sometimes they get the position without even knowing, like Papa Willies. You wear that wrench with pride, Papa. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Don't forget, guys, there's always going to be a collective after, and we do have a giveaway. Now, it's for my Harmonia Friends Club members, but you guys can be witness of who the winner is because there's quite a few people who want to know if they won it. Want to know if they won the treat. Okay. See you in a bit, Star. All right, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder, using this a little differently with the reversals. That's what you've overcome. We're using a darker deck. Well, doesn't look too good between you and another. Two of Cups. The Hermit. Ooh, are you angry? Oh man, you are angry. I feel like Scorpio, I feel like I got this reading. Maybe it was in the person on your mind. This reminds me of the Moon card a little bit. Not in this particular deck, in another card. Do you see how this person's holding a cup and another one's like just dropped it and is like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? What have I gotten myself into? Okay, there's something here where there's an immense amount of emotions. You had to take a break from an individual, but I also feel like somebody here is hiding their emotions, and this is something where you can't hide it anymore. You're truly upset. You are very upset with what this person has done, and you feel that this individual is denying their part and responsibility. I feel like somebody is blaming this Scorpio for an incident or for the break of this connection, but this person is really denying that they had any part into do this. So it's like whatever they're taking, and there's two cups here. I feel like this person either is going into another relationship or they're going, I'm going where I need to be more appreciative, but they're denying the fact that they were part of this. Wherever they're going, they got another cup. So I do feel like this person has another opportunity that they're going towards, but it's the way they're not telling you. And I want to say this person's a new supply. I'm going to just tell you, I feel that very strongly. Could be dealing with a Leo. God. Yeah. And they're openly flaunting it to you. Okay. There's that blindfold that they're holding. You know, well, they're looking in front of you, but then they put it back on when they have to get out. And it's like, well, it's not my problem. I got a place to go, or I have someone to be with. But this person does have somebody on their side. And I want to say it's a new supply who's probably being fed bullshit or lies to this individual about, well, what went down in this. So no, there's no true closure. But at this point, you're pretty darn upset. Five of Swords is a card of nobody wins, you know, other than like, looks like a battle. The Queen of Wands was reversed, but remember, this is something you've overcome. Again, I feel the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, Leo strongly. This individual is feisty, argumentative, a con artist, fake it till you make it, I hear. All show. The theatrics are huge in this individual, overly confident that they are the one who's right. They don't even look that great, okay? And anytime I think of that, I always think of Austin Powers and his little evil kitty, okay? This individual here loves to conquer people, loves to blame people, and loves to make it, well, Scorpio's problem. So they'll use their anger, you know, they'll use their anger to benefit themselves, or you know what it feels like? It's chaos. It feels like Tasmanian devil. So this person will get other people involved, crying over to this individual. This is what Scorpio did to me. And you're like, geez, Louise. And then you have to deal with not just this person, but the other person who was dealt bullshit, who's defending them. And when the more angrier they get, the more they get like Tasmanian devil, what do people do? They leave the room, they get uncomfortable. And so this person feels they can get away with it because they get some kind of attention. Very, very immature, this individual. Remember, the challenge here was 7 of Wells. This person still thinks you're an option, by the way. They feel like if they do this theatrics, they can still get you to chase anything. What they don't realize is that you are now just fed up. You're fed up. Yeah. What you're overcoming is you're not going to be hung up by an individual who has done this. Now, I always see this hangman when it's shaped like this. It looks like the number 4 to me, right? So this person has done this before to you, hung you up dry before, right? Eaten off of you before, and they've used you before. So Scorpio, you're dealing with a person who not only uses you, abuses you, and then gets other people involved to abuse you as well. And you're so fed up with this perspective of what this individual is doing. And there's something in particular in the next 7 days that I feel that this person is going to try to bring somebody else involved in this again, and you've had enough of their games. So let's see what the advice here is for you. We're not going to split the deck. They want me to shuffle and see what comes out. No reversals. The advice here, whoo, here it comes. Here comes the waterworks. But here's the thing. The Queen of Wells, which is your energy. You have the ability here to talk too, okay? The Queen of Wells is the Queen of Quills in this. If you look at this, she's a writing, which is a quill. So there's something here that you're putting up a boundary, and you're going to be very honest, and you're going to pour something out. But the reactive way here is that you mean business, okay? You can still be very compassionate, but the compassion comes with you, not with this person's crocodile tears, because, oh my gosh, are they get to the point where it's like, you can cry me a river, but you can't take away what you did. And there's something here where you are going to state, this is it. This isn't death do us part. This is changing this relationship. Okay, that's you. This is changing something. It's a final chapter. This is over. Okay. This relationship is over. This position may be over for you, but this is just something here where you know that this is not your place anymore. So for some of you, you are finalizing, you're putting something in writing. It could be a, resignation letter of some sort. Others of you, it's a writing, it's like a divorce, but there's something here about taking actions. And the actions here is that I don't need to be married to this or in a relationship like this where I am just basically dead to that individual or used up dry. That's not fair to me. And you're looking at that. So there is going to be a massive change for the Scorpio this week. All right, let's see what's going on for Sagittarius. We got Saggies up next. We still have Capricorn and we have Aquarius. And don't forget, we do have a bonus reading and the giveaway coming up. Hello, Fatina. Welcome. He was all excited. He was made a moderator. I had to go in and find him. I'm not in the same screen, so I had to. But he's on all the time, and I was like, I need to make him. He needs to have his little badge. It's not fair to him. He's always here supporting me. I gave one to Barbara too. She was shocked yesterday. She's like, "What?" She took it on. I appreciate my moderators. And plus, you guys aren't always, I don't expect you always to be on. So I would rather have a couple on so that it doesn't fall all on one person. Your Scorpio rising is fuming. Oh boy. Deep breaths, Martini. Deep breath. You got to send these to Sam. What are you sending to Sam? I missed it. All right, Sagittarius. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius. Reminder that reversals are now up. They're used a little bit differently in this spread. We're seeing that as what's overcoming. We're using a very, it's a shadow deck. So we're going to see what's ahead, but we're also going to see what you're overcoming. The Tower. The High Priestess. You knew this was coming. That looks like the High Priestess right there. I'm telling you, this is the first Tower card I've ever seen where it looks like, I'm okay. Bye. This was in another reading too. Like, I saw this coming and I'm okay with this ending. I believe and I have faith that I'm going to fall gracefully like Alice in Wonderland and go on an adventure. Right? Like it's swan diving. Interesting. I see the Hermit here too. You see that? There's the Hermit going up the mountain here. That's interesting. You saw this coming. You've gone within about this situation before, Sagittarius. Release it. I just heard, I've been praying for this. You asked for help. You asked the universe for help. There was something here that you felt you couldn't find a way out. And so this is a release, a relief. A relief? Feels like a relief from God. Oh, over heartbreak. This is painful. Now, usually when I see the Three of Swords reverse, that would be someone here where it's excruciating pain and they're not over it. But I told you this deck is different because it's a shadow deck. And for this one, it's about overcoming it. It's something here where you were finally not resistance for asking for help, for seeing something higher above and was like, please release me from this. And I'm okay with it. It's too painful to be in this. Some of you, it's too painful to be in this relationship. It's too painful to be at this job. It's too painful to feel this low. But you're letting something hit, and I feel like there's an explosion, a combustion that just feels like, oh, it's over. I have my answer now. Yeah. You put so much effort into this. It was so darn broken. Look how broken this is. It's like, I can't meld this together. I can't weld this. I'm not a welder. This is broken. And there's just something here where I feel you were asking for a clean slate. You were asking for something to be removed. Ooh. Who is this guy or gal? The Emperor reverse is someone who's pretty unruly, narcissistic, manipulator. They're just not very irrational, unreasonable, doesn't care who they take down. But this is you overcoming this. Why? Because you let somebody fall. There was another reading like this. I can't remember which sign got this. My moderators have been on for a while. They might be able to pick the sign. But somebody here is not trying to pick up the pieces of another individual, is letting them fall, and it's taking them down with them. But at the same time, you're like, it's over. I think you tried to warn this individual. I think you told this person, this is killing me. This is hurting me. This isn't working. This isn't going to work. This could be somebody here who's a penny pincher, who's trying to do shortcuts as well. Could be that. If it's not work related, this is a relationship or an individual here is gaslighting you and constantly blaming you. And there's just something here where it gets so over ridiculous that whatever comes out this week, it's official that they're done with you. Their loss, though. Not your loss. Not your loss. Four of Pentacles. Now, this is interesting because this Four of Pentacles has two hands going, and do I have room for this? And this is usually a card here of not having enough of, because you're holding on to something for dear life. And I feel like what you're overcoming is holding on to this. This feels so broken. And this foundation was not really letting you thrive. And if a person is going to remove themselves from your life or cut you out of their life or do something in there, it is a blessing. I said this before in an earlier reading that, this rejection is protection, but you've been praying for this too, because this is wearing you down. You could never do anything right in this way. Not for this Saggy. Okay. If somebody's going to be that way, they want to break off from you, whatever. What advice does Spirit have for Sagittarius? Closure. Okay. It's not easy closure. Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream? That poem may be something significant to you. But I feel like the shadow here is an individual who was so obsessed with having you be a particular way and had such high expectations on you, Saggy, that you would never meet the expectations of what this individual had. Okay. So it was like, this was consistently to the point where it was like, what am I doing? You were meant to break free. Yeah. Six of Paws here. From my infancy, I was noted for the dulcity and humanity of my disposition. This is somebody here who tried to play off as that they were on your side or by your side. But we all know this is the black cat. And I see here the four paws, which to me is the Four of Pentacles. Okay. This individual was holding on to you. This individual was also very abusive to that cat, okay? Where you already had your hands filled. You already had your hands filled. But in the moon energy is that high priestess, is that ability to see, I'm stuck, and what this person is expecting of me is unrealistic. Break me free from this. And so, yeah, they are breaking you free from this. And does it feel good? Not always, but you're not on this wall anymore. You can lean on relationships that matter to you. There's a freedom here. Okay. And some of you are being asked here to lean on your family, your friends, or a particular individual who can be there for you in a foundation here where you're going through some stuff. All right. That's what I have for Sagittarius. Let's move on to Capricorn. Capricorn is up. Don't forget, even though we're getting closer to the end of the Zodiac sign reads, we still have a collective bonus at the end. So stay tuned, guys. We're almost there. You guys are troopers. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Reminder, reversals are going to be used a little differently. It's about what you overcome. We're using a shadow deck today. What's in store for you the next 7 days, Capricorn? 3 of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Somebody's in a dispute around you. Or you're going to see it. You're going to witness it. Oh, yeah. 6 of Cups here. You're going to witness it. You're best to stay quiet on this one, Capricorn. All right. I feel like you're more this individual here who's looking at 2 individuals who are working together, trying to work together where things are not working out. But there's something here where it's like, I got to keep to myself because I don't want to get involved in this. But at the same time, it does suck because I think that you like both of these people. All right. So this could be 2 family members. This could be 2 friends. This could be coworkers. But there's something here where somebody is like, I don't know. I don't know if you have information about something where you feel like someone is actually being off. But what you're looking at here, 6 of Cups, is if I do this, or if I say this, or if I state this and put myself in the middle of this, I'm going to lose somebody here who's going to be pretty darn upset with me. And there's something here where, I don't know, it almost feels like there's a family dispute or 2 individuals, whether they're brothers or sisters or something here. It's like thick through thin, but you're like, no, you're off, dude. You shouldn't be treating them that way. Like, I know that we're family, but like there's something that feels off. So you're realizing that you have some information that could pretty much end this. And so it's kind of been like, do I say something? You know, you've been trying to keep to yourself. Somebody here lied. Oh. You know somebody's lying. So I feel like somebody here is asking you to cover up for this Capricorn. And this Capricorn ain't going to do it. Okay. It's like, listen, there's an opportunity. I think that you're telling somebody or it's coming in. Now, this could be the other way around. Someone could be saying this to you too. So you see however it is fits for you. But this is for a Capricorn who I feel is like, you're best by telling the truth. And the opportunity here is if you don't say anything, you know, you might be missing an opportunity to actually have this person trust you. There's that family tree again, I'm feeling. Yeah, King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy could be dealing with a fire sign here who's trying to prove their way, is being overconfident, has really ridiculous set of rules. What is this all about? Okay. I feel like this person blames a lot and then comes up with every excuse in the book and then says, well, this is why this didn't get done, or this is why I act this way. You know, this person feels a little bit egotistical, but this is something that you're overcoming, because it's like you're walking on eggshells around this person because they're family, because they're a friend that you hung on to too long, but you're realizing the opportunity here is just to be like, not agree with that person. You're overcoming this. You're overcoming this. I don't think you can be too quiet around this. You're staying quiet for a little bit to hear a person's bullshit. But I think there's a part of you, because the Three of Wands is all about receiving. I feel like you have some information to end this really quickly and to come up and say, this is not actually right. I do think you're putting somebody in a spot. And particularly, I think it's a fire sign that's going to be hearing some news from you. This news and opportunity here is that they had some other options here, which they left out to this individual or to this person. So this can end the fight real quickly, but at the same time, it's going to prove this person's list is full of shit. So I do feel like Capricorn, you're realizing like it's not right. It doesn't feel right to you. What is the advice Spirit has for you? Taking charge, authority, being a leader. Okay. Something that this person here was being poor at, not doing that well. It says, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. There's something here where an individual that you love did not step up appropriately or right. And so I see that you are taking accountability and showcasing to this individual, this is what you do. This is what a leader does. This is what a person who takes accountability does. And that's what I'm about. Ace of Wells. I love still unconditionally, but I can't let you talk that way. Beauty of whatever kind, it is supreme, development, invariable, excites a sensitive soul to tears. This is the Ace of Cups. Okay. You're being very meticulous about your list in a very loving way. And I feel like you're also helping an individual here who's just not being treated well. So you're looking at that and treating people in a very loving way. Now, this individual who is treating another person not in a loving way, you are absolutely putting them in their place. That's what I got. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Now, when we get to the final zodiac sign, we got quite a few people on here. Most people are watching the replay, but the numbers tend to drop when we get there because I think it's the final reading. So to help the channel itself, hello, Metaphysical Journey on Facebook. There's a few people on Facebook, but hello. He's also on YouTube. Make sure you follow, like, share, and follow. But this is a time to make sure you guys are subscribed so that you get notifications of when I do go live. But also the time here to comment bonus, because if you put the energy into the reading, that reading may be for you. Okay. But also it helps the channel. Anytime you comment, it helps the channel. So show your love. So show your appreciation. And we're going to get started here shortly with our final sign, Aquarius. And before we get to the collective, we're going to see who that March giveaway is as well. Hello, Delaney. Welcome. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are using a darker deck today, the Shadow deck. So as I discuss this in every reading, and I'm going to have to say this because everyone always goes to the timestamps, but if you see reversals today for this particular reading, it's about what you've overcome, okay? But let's see what is ahead for you in the next 7 days. Aquarius. Justice. Consequences. Ooh, the Star. You've overcome it though, so this is not losing hope. We're going to look about that in a second. The Two of Swords. So there's some uncertainty here the next 7 days, but here's the thing. It's not on your timing. It's not Libra energy. Okay, justice. Okay, it's a third party here. Now, I like this Libra card here because this Libra looks a little sassy. She kind of looks like the Captain Morgan, you know, putting her foot up there and is like, this is what we got. Well, we got a little bit more work to do. We're not quite just ready yet to judge you, Aquarius. So a decision here is kind of like, I don't know, it just feels like time is on hold right now for this Aquarius. But here's the thing. The star, or in this card, the scar, okay? This approach used to scare you in a huge way before. But when we see the star and we know that we've hit the rock bottoms before that with the tower, usually when a reversal energy, I would say somebody here has lost faith in what? The system, in the people judging, whatever. This is somebody here who has acceptance of a consequence whenever it comes out. This is a person here who goes, if the shit hits the fan, I'll deal with it. I've had scars here before of that happening to me, but I made it through. I got through it. Remember, this is an overcoming card, but it's not always easy. We got a ship here that's all screwed up in the back, and that probably looks like the Six of Swords, I would say. That didn't make it to the other side. But there's something here where this pause is because something is dangerous or not ready to break ground just yet. It's if you were to go into that water right now, you know, and I think of the crossroads too, and I brought this up before because if we get the light, the torch, I'd say it's Hecate that's coming in, but she is the crossroads. There's something here that you're in a pause on, and it is to protect you. It is absolutely protection here. And it's like, listen, there are some decisions that you need to make, but this is not a direction you're allowed to go right now. This is off limits, off limits. And you're well aware of this now, okay? Oh, what does the Empress do? She doesn't just sit there and be pretty. She knows her worth, Taurus energy, okay? She's willing to receive. Okay. So this is someone here who says, okay, I understand that you say I need a little bit more time. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to work with what's around here. I want to see what she's staring at, though. We're going to see that in a second. Okay. I know you got your meeting coming up. I get it. You can watch the replay. Oh, the swords. Doesn't matter who's after you. Doesn't matter if it's a group after you, a gang after you, or individuals who have to prove their way, or even if it's Justice, Lady Justice herself who comes in. You have been through the fear game before. This Aquarius has seen this game before. They know nobody wins. They know. They've overcome that fear. They're not afraid to start over with the 2 10s. You are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. There's something here where as you wait, you have to be open and optimistic. And that's going to be hard to do sometimes. What in front of you is people fighting to say, we want answers. Okay. And this could be people around you too, who are expecting answers from you. And you're like, it's out of my hands. Sorry, this is out of my hands. This is coming from a higher calling. Ooh. Now this card, I told you if the light comes out, it's Hecate. This is not a card that's meant to be reversal. It's particular for this deck. Okay. You are very well aware how the universe works. Having faith. Not blind faith, having faith. Taking charge and knowing that you take charge with confidence, knowing that when that torch is being lit to you and it's being lit and saying, hey, you're not meant to go this way, it's dangerous, then you do it. This also reminds me of the torch here, which is liberty, freedom, Lady Justice. Okay. And there's something here where you just have to let Lady Justice be, okay, and let things play out. That does not mean that it's not going to work in your favor. Light the situation here and be comfortable with what you have and realize that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. That is really the high message here for you in the next 7 days. Final message here for you, though, for Spirit, for my lovely Aquarius, the 7 of Paws. You should have seen how wisely I proceeded, with what caution, with what foresight, with what dissimulation I went to work. The dissimulation that you have here, whatever you're writing, is, I feel like you're working on yourself, you're working on other projects, you're minding your own business, but it's growth. It's an opportunity here to look at something differently and not worry about what's happening here right now. Okay. You're working on what is happening within your circle, within your roof, within your temple, some of you, your own home. There we go. 9 of Paws. Feeling very confident and secure in what you have to offer. Man's real life is happy, chiefly because he is ever expecting that it soon will be so. You know, deep in your heart, and I love that it's all Paws here because it's all about something that is being manifested and like the materialistic part of it is coming here. It's going to be about abundance here for you. It's your security. You can't get any more secure when you think of the 9 of Pentacles, who's basically the minor arcana here of the Empress. So this is somebody here who knows and is secure within any kind of downward spiral. And there is a spiral that is going around with you, but it's also taking accountability for those portions. Some of this accountability is, whatever it is, whether you're writing forgiveness, whether you're writing things off, whether you're choosing new goals, but there's something that that is just not meant to be or go in that direction. So you're taking accountability for that portion and you're waiting for justice, something that is outside of your control. And when that news comes, you'll be ready. That's what I got. All right. That's what we have for the final readings. Before we get to the bonus, I know you guys want to get to it. I want to do this. I want to see who's going to win this amazing. You ready? March giveaway. I got to pull the list up. Give me a second here. And we'll do the March giveaway soon. Don't leave just yet, guys. We still have the collective. It won't be long. I just want to shuffle these cards so I'm ready for the collective. Definitely let Hecate deal with them. She came in there. I knew she was going to come into that reading. As soon as I saw that crossroads, I was like, oh, there she is. Yep. Keep commenting bonus, guys. We got a Harmonia giveaway to do. I'm going to tell you about that shortly. I got to pull up the list first to make sure I have it in front of me. Should have done this before, but I forgot. I have the cards ready. Okay, so I have the people here who entered. Okay, so this is what we're giving away for the March giveaway, which is the Alchemist and the book sleeve. And when you become a member, whether you're a tier 1 or tier 2, you have the ability to enter these giveaways. You also are automatically entered in a reading giveaway that one winner will win a private reading by me that's pre-recorded and sent to you once you send me over the questions. So this one in particular, we're giving away the Alchemist and this beautiful book sleeve. And how it works is they get entries. And if they're on the top 20 list, they get 2 entries. So some individuals have an additional, perk to actually win it with more chances, and others can just join if they want to, whether they're tier 1 or tier 2. But once the spots are filled, that's it. And that's really allowing more time to be given to the individuals who truly, truly want this. Okay, you guys ready? Let's see who the winner is. I have everybody's cards. Everybody picks a major arcana card and we shuffle and we see who the winner is. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh my gosh, you know what I did? I took the starting over. I left those cards out for the collective, so I guess they had to be out. I remember which ones they are, though. The Chariot. The Chariot. Who was the Chariot? Oh, Alina, who actually won the reading this month, also just won the book sleeve. So Alina, get in touch with me and we'll get this out to you. Congratulations. She's one of our newer subscribers or members. And let's get to it to see what the collective bonus is. Congratulations, Alina. Okay, where's my collective bonus? Here we go. That's exciting. That was a double win for her. Holy moly. All right, we had the Page of Wells here. I remember what this was. And we had the Seven of Wells. I went a little crazy and shuffled too much. Bye, Michael. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, bonus reading. So cool. Double winner. She was a double winner. She won the reading and the book. Who gave her the lucky horse show? All right. Collective. Let's see how the rest of our week's going. Remember, collective, the reversals are going to use a little bit differently in this reading because we're using the dark deck. So it's things that you have overcome if it's reversals. But let's see what is ahead for you in the next 7 days. This may be a little bit of a longer spread. Nine of Swords. Ooh. Five of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. Let's look at the Nine of Swords for a minute. What is underneath the bed? You see that? Is that the Oogie Boogie Boogeyman? I feel this energy of my collective really tired of an individual or situation from the past that keeps them up at night. I feel exhausted. I do feel like someone is in your energetic field, whether they're entering your dreams, whether it's this energy of like, why are they constantly on my mind? But there's something here where you're just tired. And you know why? Because you got a person here who's mopey, who's regretful, who has a little bit of guilt here, who could be drinking too much. But I feel like time has passed. Time has passed. So I feel like this is in regards to a connection where an individual would like to apologize or start something over. But it's hard to do so when you have the energy of a lion meets a bull. Okay. It's almost like there's pride involved and there's stubbornness involved. Let's see what this is about. There's that new start. Okay. Wolf. I feel like the collective feels a little bit like a lone wolf that was expecting this person to have their back, that this individual really didn't have their back. And there's just something about finding your pack, finding your tribe, finding your person, however you want to see it. But intuitively, you can still feel this person's energy. I feel this energy of like looking back, like, I feel them watching me. I know that they're here in my energy. This person messed up. This person also really doesn't know how to pick up that cup and come in with a proper apology. They're so deep deep in their emotions. They're looking down here. They're trying to pick up the pieces here, but we have the 5 of Cups here with the Knight of Cups is a 6 of Cups. This is a person here who's a soulmate connection, somebody here who you saw as family, somebody here you saw somebody who would always be in your life, but an individual here who's so deep in their own cups, in their own pity party, and you just feel that energetic tug. You can feel it. You already know this person is wanting to say, I'm sorry. But this is what you're overcoming. There was no way of approaching this individual without them having to have the last word, the last say, and proving their point. And whether they had other individuals that they also had to, and I would say these are minions more than anything, to prove their point as well, these individuals were in denial of what this person truly was about, okay? This individual now sees not only do they have to overcome the fact that you're having a new start, you're being more optimistic, you have already created closure, that they would have to go through this again. They would have to take accountability for that. One more row. What's the collective fool doing? Ooh, 5 of Pentacles here, reverse. No going back. This isn't a reconcile. This is something here where you feel that if this person here wants to show up right, they have to walk with you. Okay? Not in front of you, not behind you. They walk with you in accountability. All right? Yeah, they don't look that great. And you have a new start here, but it's like, we got here, we have an opportunity, but if we're going to do this, it's going to be side by side to look at it. We both have to take accountability on this. That's how you're approaching this at this point. You know, it's like, I can feel this person's energy, but I'm not going to stop to make sure that they're okay either. Because I feel like this individual cuts you off, or the way that they cut you, and they are apologetic, but this person is in the feels and looking at themselves with the loss of you. Okay. The Page of Wells. And this, if this is love, this is a person here who can't even find the challenges they can't replace, my collective. All right. If this is a family dispute or situation, it's like you just let a person be. But at the same time, it's like, if we're going to be anything, you got to show up and you got to put the bullshit to the side. We're either in this together, or we learn this lesson together and realize this was a lesson, right? The two of you, yes, this is a karmic tie, 100%. Maybe it was a lesson that wasn't meant to be resolved in the last life, but it's definitely being resolved in this life. I do feel like someone here has the sword and has to take accountability for holding that sword and be honest on what they did. And I feel that they used this sword in a way that was very cutting to my collective. There we have it. The Tower. Letting things be, letting things fall. Some of you are going to really feel this individual starting to put the work in. Does that mean they're by your side now? No. Some of them may need to go through a karmic cycle with another individual and repeat it all over again. And that may be the next cycle with you or in another lifetime. But I find this the most graceful Tower card I have ever seen. Okay. This is someone here who's willing to take the deep dive here, knowing that if they both fall, we're going to fall into together, but I have in the grace of this fall that I'm going to go out like a light here and be optimistic about what's ahead for me. You know, I think there's a part of you that hopes this person can step up, but also some of you just know that they're not going to be in that frame of mine in this lifetime for you. Okay. And the shock part here is you may feel a little bit of tug. You may hear that they're in a new relationship. Some of them are going to be in a new relationship, and others, it may be you who's committed to something else. So keep that in mind too. All right. Let's see what advice Spirit has for my collective. No reversals. The Chariot. I like this Chariot card because there's kind of like double whammy meaning here, because the balloon hoax is a piece that was written by Edgar Allan Poe, but people really thought it was like a authentic real story that they read in the paper about somebody crossing with a balloon the Atlantic, and it turned out it was a fiction piece. So there's something here where there's this great fiction of an individual who's trying to say that they're going to be into something else, or that they've changed. And this to you may feel like a hoax, because it's like, unless they show up by my side, unless they show up quickly, there's no other way around it. And it says, as soon as the balloon quits the earth, it is subjected to the influence of many circumstances, tending to create a difference in its weight, augmenting or diminishing it and extending power. This person was a dead weight. And where you're trying to ascend to, you're realizing you're either in it with me or you're not. And there's just something here where you're just seeing as a lesson, okay? And you might see below what this person's going through. Others of you, you're going to watch some karma play out with that person, okay? Of candles. They just can't learn their lesson, can they? They just can't. You're going to be above this, though. This person is a little baby still. Okay, they're still learning their lessons. The Five of Candles here is conflict. We tremble with the violence of the conflict within us, of the definite with the infinite, of the substance with the shadow. But if the contest has proceeded thus far, it is the shadow which prevails. We struggle in vain. This person is making moves in vain. And you may have to watch this, but that doesn't mean it needs to stop you. You're not doing this in vain. You are standing up for your rights. You're standing up for your beliefs, and you're standing up authentically how you need to be. Okay? And some of you are not waiting anymore. It's this person is keeping you from starting over. All right, guys. That's what I had. We had some awesome readings tonight with the shadow deck. I hope you guys really enjoyed the style of readings tonight. It was a little different, but sometimes we need a little change. And make sure you guys are subscribed, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of the week. All right. Take care.